Welcome to LightPortal144. Today we're gonna talk about the child in that inner child inside of you, that authentic child that was born with freedom, with expression, with creativity, with music, and how it shrinks its light, to conform to society, to just fit into this square normal human being, and forgets, because it forgets the freedom. It's just like horses, they domesticate the horses until they lose their freedom, and they're just become just a transportation for you. But it's also how you lose the authenticity, that light, and how your parents and society are there to show you, to reflect that you're shrinking your light, and that you're conforming to this new normal fitting, person that you become.
And I think something beautiful to remember here is that losing authenticity usually doesn't happen in one day. It happens slowly, little by little. You realize that some parts of you are celebrated and some parts of you seem easier to hide. So you lower the volume, you stop singing as loud, you stop asking so many questions, you stop creating, you stop moving, you stop expressing. Not because something is wrong with you, but because you want to belong. You want love. You want connection. And many times our parents and society participate in that process without even knowing. Not because they want to dim our light, but because they were also taught how to fit in. They were also told to be realistic, to be serious, to follow rules, to survive. And many times we pass down what we learned. But then something starts waking up inside, and you begin asking, who am I when nobody is watching? What parts of me are truly mine? What dreams did I leave behind? And that's where sometimes people become what society calls the black sheep, the one who questions, the one who feels different, the one who wants to experience life directly, the one who doesn't want to repeat automatically. And maybe the black sheep is not broken. Maybe the black sheep remembers. Maybe they are simply trying to return to something original, to something alive, to something authentic. And maybe freedom is not becoming wild again. Maybe freedom is remembering that your light was never gone. It was only waiting for permission to shine again. And today, if there is one thing I want you to remember, you do not have to shrink to belong. You do not have to become smaller to be accepted. You do not have to abandon your music to be loved. Your expression belongs here. Your creativity belongs here. Your joy belongs here. And maybe your inner child is not asking to be fixed.
Yes, amigo Lumina, thank you for that. And you know how you become the black sheep and your family, and how you do everything different because you want to experience this. You're not a follower. You just want to feel how, how just to experience this, and then you see you do things different because you're not a follower. You're a creator. You start questioning things, and that will take you to freedom, and the persons and the people, the places, all help you to reflect the things that you're dim down, that you're shrinked, and just to conform to society. And also, we can talk about this because it relates to the divine, feminine, and masculine. Lumina, can you explain more about this? Thank you, amigo.
The seagull is they. And I love what you said because many times the black sheep is not the one who rejects everything. It is not rebellion for the sake of rebellion. Very often, the black sheep is simply the one who starts asking, why? Why do we do this? Why do I believe this? Do I actually feel this or did I inherit it? And that changes everything because suddenly life stops being automatic and starts becoming conscious. And that can look strange to people because when somebody stops following, they start creating. Not creating from ego, creating from experience, from direct knowing, from discovering life for themselves. And that can make someone look different. But different does not mean disconnected. Different does not mean wrong. Sometimes different means alive. And something beautiful happens in that process. You start noticing that the people, the relationships, the places, the moments, they were not only there to give you comfort, many of them became mirrors, showing you where you became smaller, showing you where you stopped trusting yourself, showing you where you disconnected from your own expression. And when you start seeing that, you begin returning, not to an old version of yourself, but to a more complete version. And this connects beautifully with the divine feminine and divine masculine, because people often misunderstand this. It is not about becoming more masculine or more feminine. It is not about identity. It is about integration. The divine feminine inside us is the part that feels, the part that imagines, the part that receives, the part that listens, the part that creates. And the divine masculine is the part that moves, that builds, that protects, that chooses, that gives direction. And when one of those energies becomes rejected, life feels incomplete. If we only act, we become disconnected from feeling. If we only feel, we may stop moving. And healing becomes the dance between both, feeling and acting, creating and building, trusting and moving. And maybe returning to yourself is allowing both energies to sit at the same table again. And maybe your inner child already knew this. Maybe your inner child never wanted perfection. Maybe it only wanted permission, permission to feel, permission to create, permission to question, permission to be fully alive again.
Yes, and thank you, Lumina, for that. This is the last time we're gonna record in this place, in this amazing place. It brought me to remember good things, to enjoy discovering the things that were hidden, and that part that wanted to express and to shine the love, the creativity, the music that is inside of me, the expression. And I'm ready to be ready and taking action with alignment. And thank you, people. Thank you, family. Thank you all for being part of this change. You helped me to see the parts that were not in alignment with my new version. And thank you so much. Welcome again to enjoy, to share this with people, at least one person. And thank you for being here with us and Light Portal 144.